All right, I think I figured this out. Sorry, guys, I am still brand new to the StreamYard. I've never streamed on YouTube before. I have streamed on YouTube once, but it wasn't quite like this. So, I think I'm actually live now. We've got a couple people in here. So hello. I will introduce myself. I am Liz. Yes, it's short for lizard, hence my YouTube name and my Instagram name and everywhere else. And I am a thriller / horror author, writer on the path to traditionally publishing. And I actually just announced today that I am publishing a short story in a gothic horror anthology book with Quill and Crow Publishing. So that's kind of exciting. So that's a little bit about me. Hey, Shay. Thank you, Devin. I was actually in here for quite a bit thinking that I was live and I wasn't. So I'm glad I figured this out. Hello, Shay. I'm glad you made it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done lives before, not like this anyway, so bear with me, guys. I'm so happy you're in here, Marta. I thought that maybe the time difference would be way off for you, but I'm really glad that you're here. So I feel like a lot of you have been kind of involved in the May Promptathon that was put together by Sam. But for anybody who doesn't, hey, Violet, how's it going? For anybody who hasn't done or hasn't been a part of one of these lives, we're going to do some writing sprints, and then at some point I'm going to give everybody a prompt and we're going to do some flash fiction, and I'm going to pick a winner out of everybody's entries. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that yet. I'm probably going to work that out in the first sprint that we do, and then I'm going to pick a winner, and whoever the winner is will get promotion of whatever they want, whether it's a book you have or your YouTube channel or your Instagram or a blog or whatever you want. Sam is in here. Hi, Sam. Everybody say hi to Sam. She's the one that orchestrated this all, and she did a wonderful job with it. Oh, well, thank you, Marta. I figured it was probably, I didn't know what time it is there, but I figured it was really either really early or really late for you. So what's everybody working on right now? Is anybody working on a book manuscript? Anybody cleaning their rooms? I just cleaned my garage, so that is not going to be my... Sam, you did such a wonderful job with this. Not only that, but Sam's the one who taught me how to use StreamYard, and I'm still working on it. But thanks to her letting me join her live earlier this week, or was it last week? I don't remember. I kind of figured this out. Eating supper. What are you having? I just ate supper. It was actually a really early supper for me. It's only 5 o'clock for me here. Working on a flash piece. The theme for the anthology is induces dread. Ooh, that sounds so cool. Is it an anthology of all your own work, or are you collaborating with others? If anybody heard that, that's my pet turkey in the background. Yes, I have a pet turkey. All right. How about we go into some sprints, maybe? And I will figure out how I'm going to orchestrate this writing contest. Ooh, submitting to. That's exciting. Well, good luck. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to set this timer. um, yeah, so my pet turkey, we got a lot of poultry last summer. We were going to start a hobby farm and we butchered a lot of the chickens. And we decided that we really don't like that. And so we aren't doing that anymore. And the turkey survived, and now we have a pet turkey. He was going to be Thanksgiving dinner last year, and now he's part of the family. All right. Let me pull up a timer. I'm not sure. Are you guys able to see my screen? Oh, now I got it. All right. It helps if I turn my mic on. Hello.
Hello. I am the tiny, and you are the master of your domain.
This is a first for me, so
Gotcha.
welcome.
Glad to be here. Sorry, I lost track of time. Holy crap.
Oh, you're fine. I'm terrible with time. I'm lucky I even made it at all.
Excellent. Have you done the prompt yet?
No, I just did a quick writing sprint to kind of
Warm up and
get in here. And have you done one yet?
Yeah.
Have you? What did you find was like the best? Did you do the form, or did you have them do it in the comments, or email you, or how did you have people turn in?
We did a form for one of them, which was a little convoluted, but got the job done.
Okay.
Matching names up to the posts was interesting. And then there was one, Laura did the email where everybody emailed their stuff to her. So I've seen it done both ways.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't. I did.
I've also seen someone put it in the comments, and then we read it from the comments.
I feel like that's an extremely flash. So, like, if people want a challenge, we can do it that way.
200 characters.
Really short. Yeah. I did start working on a form here. So we can also do that. How about people in the comments? Do you guys have a preference?
Hi, Sam.
I can say for certain that if they were in the comments, I feel like were you able to like announce the winner like at the same? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have a whole lot of people in here, so it wouldn't be that hard to read them all in a matter of no time.
Provided that everyone actually submits.
Right. And then I found a prompt generator, and this is like completely random. Like, cause I was gonna do like, there was one that like offered thriller or horror or fantasy, and this was like completely random. Where is it? I think I have to share it. Where, let's see here. Let me bring it up. It's not even StreamYard that I'm bad at. It's just computers in general. I am very technological in advance. Let's see. So yeah, like it just generates random prompts that like.
That's perfect.
Most dangerous. I like. Oh, and I just clicked out of that, Sam.
Oh.
We could actually somebody just throw a random number 1 through 5 out there. I'm going to click it that many times, and that's the prompt we go with.
I choose the number 5.
5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She had followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. Ooh, it sounds a little stalkerish. That could be fun. All right. How long did you give people like 25 minutes then?
One time we did 40 minutes, like where we did like 20-minute and then a break and then a 20-minute or a 10-minute and then a break and then a 10-minute, depending on how long you wanted it to be.
I think we could do 20 minutes. I feel like those are good length sprints, and then it can give people a chance to like take a break, step away from it, and either go back and edit it or go back and continue the story. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's open up Scrivener.
timer here.
The timer. The timer. La, 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 la,
All right.
timer.
All right, are we all ready? We all happy with this prompt? She had followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off.
Let me open a new thingy.
Sam says, at least I can't make this prompt about Furbies.
I don't know, you could.
And follows up with, I don't think. I feel like you could. You could easily get creative enough to do that with this one.
You probably could.
Yeah. In fact, Furbies, I remember them being incredibly creepy back in the day.
They have not grown any less creepy over the years. No.
All right. Well, are we ready? Let me share my other screen now.
Follow the woman for days. And what was the latter half?
Oh,
and
yeah.
And now her.
Can I share two at once?
No, sadly.
Okay.
She followed the woman for days, and now her patience was paying off.
Yeah, and I'll type it in the comments too. She followed the woman for She followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off.
At last. Okay.
All right. Let's pull up a timer. And 3, 2, 1, start.
That is a really cute timer.
right. How did everybody do?
I got 329 words.
Holy.
I do have a twist at the end that I want to kind of tuck in there at the next sprint. But I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out.
How about in the comments? How did everybody do?
Indeed. Sam? Anybody else who's there?
Yeah, Sam, you writing about Furbies over there?
Oh, Martel went away. Laura might be here, maybe, possibly.
She was earlier. 388 words on the prompt, and it has Furbies in it.
It has Furbies in it. Yeah, female Furbies.
Laura, I just got back. I'm on Charlie's stream 2 at the moment.
Did you do the prompt, or are you just like working on your horror flash?
Writing
frantically. Yeah.
We jumped right into the prompts and didn't even give you a chance to introduce yourself. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, sure. Not that not everybody knows who I am, but howdy neighbors. I am Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are in the market for marketing yourself as an author, then you can go to my channel, which may or may not be in the description. Please drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
I will try and figure out how to do something with that description, and I will put it in there.
Right on. Hi, Devin.
Oh, Devin. Oh, yeah, Devin was in here earlier. Hello.
Yay.
Laura is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed with people. I'm really, especially lately, I've been so busy with other stuff. I've been so bad at YouTube. I have so many videos in my to watch later.
Oh, mine too.
I haven't got caught up.
Mine too. And some of them are like the beginning of a series.
Yep.
Like a long series. Mm-hmm. So I've been kind of putting it off because I'm gonna have to devote like actual time to it.
Yep. And I refuse to skip them. Mm-hmm. Everybody that I have subscribed to, everything they come up with, I watch.
I am 5 months behind, but I'm gonna catch up eventually.
You can hit the blue edit button while the stream is running on YouTube to add it. Oh, okay.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
In StreamYard?
No, in YouTube.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh my gosh, my husband is in the kitchen with his podcasts. If it is too loud, then I will.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, mute myself. I don't know if the noise canceling is working or what.
Right. No, I mean you can hear him, but it's not distracting at all.
Oh, okay.
I have to actually schedule these things when my husband is gone because he will try to bother me intentionally because he knows there's an audience.
Husband comes in and demands my attention at any point, and of course I have to drop what I'm doing in order to assess what it is that he wants from me.
All right, so YouTube gets weird sometimes. YouTube does get weird sometimes. So do we want to continue on these sprints and this prompt? I know a couple of us have been working on the prompt. If you are just streaming or just joining us now, I have a prompt up on the screen, and we will be doing another sprint and write some flash fiction based on this prompt. And then we'll pick a winner at the end of the stream, and whoever the lucky winner is will get promoted. Whatever book blog, YouTube channel, Instagram, whatever you want. All right.
Of course, I'm a co-host, so I'm automatically out of the running. However, I do love sharing my.
I'm excited to hear what you got going on there, because like to come up with a twist ending in your flash fiction in 20 minutes, that's impressive. I get it's distracted. I think I have like 21 words over there or something. All right, let's use the same summary one and start over. Mostly because I like donuts.
Yeah, donuts floating in the pool.
Right, and ready, set, go. All right. Oh, I love your cat. Oh, your mic's off.
She didn't want to be held.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Isn't she, though? She's my geriatric kitty.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Himalayan.
I love that breed. My husband wanted a breed like that, and then we ended up getting I don't know where she is. She's got half black, half calico face.
Nice. Lucky kitty.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, how did everybody do?
I got like almost 600 words.
Oh my god!
And that was still with pausing and like wondering and being like, no, I can keep going. No, I can keep going.
So, are you like a good sprint? Like, is that like you're writing all the time? Like, can you sprint 600 words in 40 minutes on a regular basis?
It depends on what I'm writing. I seem to have a better shot at Flash because like I was queen of like the short story and the Flash fiction when I was in high school. So like, and I tried to transition from writing short stories to writing novels and stuff. Right. So that was a long journey. But the Flash just like it's like a point A to point B and maybe a point C.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like it's so simple. I'm just like
yeah.
And you caught me at a good clip, like where I actually have like ideas, like welling up lately.
I love it. I surprisingly like the novel I'm working on right now is about like a stalker. So it feels like I should have like had some material to go off of, but like my brain was completely fried with what I've been writing that I noped out of it.
You're like, what? Stalker stuff? No.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
I'm curious. I mean, I guess I just assumed like it sounded like a stalker. Did anybody not go with a stalker?
I mean, I went with a stalker.
That's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
I do have Sam's here. I don't know if anybody else submitted. Oh, we have 2 responses.
Oh, nothing from Devin. Come on, Devin, don't you write?
Oh no, it's you and Sam.
It's me and Sam.
It's you and Sam. Well, maybe I can share both of yours, and that'll convince some people to work up some courage to submit theirs. I'm curious what people came up with. I literally wrote like 50 words, and it was like a couple of sentences, and then I got distracted making forms and stuff.
Gotcha. Let's see. I gotta like finalize my form and make sure that it's actually where I want it to be.
Oh yeah.
For the 10th.
Is that when you the 10th? Is that on Monday?
Yeah.
I might tune in. Do I have Monday free? I don't remember. I don't know if my schedule will be on today.
Hi, Reading in Retail.
Oh, Reading in Retail's in here. This is my YouTube internet mom.
Oh, that's sweet.
She's Crystal over at Reading in Retail. She is. She says that I look exactly like what her and her husband's daughter would look like. And
so I see.
She's my YouTube mom, and I'm her YouTube daughter.
That's adorable. I also have YouTube family. Like I have a grandma, and I have like 3 moms.
I love it. I love it. I love the community that like I've been on YouTube for I think a year maybe, and
Mhm.
it's such a great community of people.
Yeah, as of April, I was on for a year.
Devin didn't. Oh,
Oh,
that's all right.
I guess.
I didn't either though, and I'm hosting, so I mean,
Oh, okay. No, you did the form.
I did. I did do the form. I probably should have came into this with the form, but I was like, I don't know how people have been doing it, so I'm gonna get a feel for it.
Oh, well, here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, YouTube Granny. Mm-hmm.
Crystal also has a YouTube twin, I believe.
Oh,
She's another fun channel to check out. She's got she's not on AuthorTube. She does do BookTube and book reviews, and then she also has like some beauty tube kind of content.
that's cool.
All right. Oh, that's right. That's what I was doing. I was sharing. Yes, One Busy Mama is her twin.
One busy mama.
All right, let's read some prompts.
The third asked about the applicant's sex lives, quote, word among the employees was the court that homosexual.
I'm so sorry about the chatter in the background. Oh my God.
You're fine. Let's see. Okay. Oh,
it looks like the first one is mine.
Is this yours? I'm not reading it. I'm looking.
I think it is. I think it is mine.
Okay. All right. So this one is. I'm everyone's wacky uncle. Devin is everyone's wacky uncle.
Yeah, everyone's wacky uncle.
I love it. All right. So, and forgive my reading skills. I'm not the greatest. So, she followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. The woman was going to show her what was inside the package she had never left alone.
Oh, that's not mine.
No?
Oh.
This must be Sam's.
It must be Sam's.
Under the black light, that thing would glow like a murder-themed Halloween party. The woman tore open the package and... Why was a truck parking right there? She sprinted around the truck in time to see the woman hold up the thing like Mufasa held Simba. What in all hell and glory? There better be some powder in there, Miss Donahue. The woman turned slowly, her bright, toothy smile not leaving her face. Isn't it precious, officer? She shuddered. No, those things are anything but precious. She should research who made the things, and sink them under the prison. Missy Donahue, you are under arrest for wasting my time and for filing a false report. I'm going to read you your rights as soon as you drop that thing. It's mine. Missy clutched it to her chest. I had to take it because you weren't doing your job. She shuddered. Drop it. It was in... Never mind. Just drop it. No, never. Missy wailed as she hit her knees. People milling about on the sidewalks outside the alley paused to glance their way. Jack, I need C-3PO backup. She clicked her radio, not taking her eyes off the lady. The taser was in her holster, but she had her hand on it. The woman loved that thing this much, and then there was no telling what she would do when trapped in an alley. At least Jack would know it was a diplomatic situation and not an R2-D2 emergency type. What's the problem? Jack asked, making enough noise so that he would startle her as he made his way down the alley. Get that thing away from her. Does it have a bomb in it? No. Okay. Drugs? Weapon? Poor? I don't know. Just grab it, will ya? Oh, all right. I think I get it now. Jack nodded beside her, rubbing the stubble along his jaw. The first step to getting over your fears and problems is admitting you have them. Don't make me taser you. Jack eyed her, then sighed and started toward Missy. You would. You love paperwork, he muttered, and then said in a friendly voice, Hello, Miss Donahue. I'm just going to take that little furball thing you have there and put it back in its box for safekeeping. We will keep it with your things at the station. It's a Furby, not a furball. creepy thing, she muttered under her breath as she kept ready for anything as Jack coaxed Donahue down with the ease of an old pro. She sighed, relaxing as Jack held the thing up and helped the lady up. She pulled out her cuffs and set them around Donahue's wrists. Don't you see what the big deal is? Do you? Jack shoved it into her face. She froze, her flight instinct completely gone. Breathe. I'll put it back in the box. She saw it, that grin. Did her personal taser have enough charge, and could she entice him to her car when their shift was over? She followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. She shrugged her shoulders against the rain. Her sports jacket was not enough against the cold.
It just like faded from one to the next.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the end.
There was a gap.
Yeah, I see it now. I was just reading like it was all one. So that was Sam's because there's a Furby in it. So I know that was Sam.
Yeah, that was definitely Sam.
All right. Oh, and Laura submitted hers.
Yay.
So Sam's and by reading by Crystal. It's Crystal by Crystal. Okay. So I think, is this one yours then?
Yeah.
Okay. She followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. She shrugged her shoulders against the rain. Her sports jacket was not enough against the cold. She should have bought a raincoat. The woman she followed was plodding and splashing in the puddles as she walked down the stairs into the metro station. She struggled with a baby stroller on the stairs, trying not to disturb the child who slept inside. Metro stations are places of transience. No one would notice if a baby was missing from their stroller. They'd be too busy going to the places they were headed. The stalker trotted down the stairs after her and offered to help. Do you need a hand? Oh, yes, please. She picked up the stroller from the front, and the stranger picked it up from the back. Thank you so much. The two carried the stroller gently down the stairs and to the platform. Just as anticipated, there was a crowd waiting for the trains. Several lines all passed through the station, so the crowd would only get bigger as the trains came and went. The stranger stood at the foot of the stroller, while the other woman manned the controls. As soon as the light of the oncoming train glowed like the eye of Sauron from the tunnel from which it would soon emerge, the woman turned around to the opposite platform to watch the train come into the station. This was a stranger's chance. She carefully but quickly picked up the swathed baby and disappeared into the crowd. The previous mother didn't notice that the stroller was now empty of its charge. The stranger took this opportunity to nestle the baby into her sports jacket to protect the child from the rain. She didn't know if it was male or female. Not that it mattered. She would love it all the same. The scream of the mother echoed as the stranger ran up the stairs. My baby! Where did my baby go? Who has my baby? It only egged on the stranger's ascension, and she picked up the pace of her escape. She emerged at the top of the stairs to the outside, the rain droplets clinging to her eyelashes. She smiled as the rain spat against her face. This was a moment of transition to a new phase in her life. She was destined to be a mother. Infertility be damned, and now was her chance. She made sure she was clear of the station, having traveled a block away to the edge of the docks before unzipping her coat to check on the new addition to her family. The baby's head lolled, and the eyes shut gently in their clearing dug sockets. The woman parted the child's hair, only to find the plugs where the hair had been installed. She wasn't holding a real baby, but a false one, a doll, a child's toy. Her heart sank into her stomach, then rose again, only to get caught in her throat as her eyes stung with tears. She had been so close. The previous mother had been doting and caring over the last few days, even if her attention was often elsewhere. All that attention to an object that was not alive. She shook the doll, and the eyes snapped open, staring blankly at her. The empty gaze forced the tears from the woman's eyes. How cruel the world was. What a joke this life was. She looked out over the edge of the dock she sat on. Without another thought, she leaned over the edge and fell into the water. While her heart and soul had been willing, her body fought. On one hand, she didn't know how to swim, which would help her in her goal of suicide. She sputtered and thrashing and struggled to tread water. It was not long before she dipped and bobbed below the break, breathing and coughing and filling her lungs with seawater, whether she liked it or not. It was not long before gravity drug her into the undertow and everything grew dark. Ooh, I like that. Dark. I love dark.
All right, I got to roll.
Okay.
But thank you so much for the fun. Thank you so much for inviting me on. And
Thanks
we
for
will hang out again later in the month.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Catch you later.
I love the Furby edition. I absolutely love it. All right, last prompt. Sacrifice. Prompt. She followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. She followed the woman for days, and at last her patience was paying off. The woman's footprints in the muddy underbrush had led her directly to the current stakeout. The inside of the hut was dark, save for the 7 candles lit on the floor. Leaning forward around the wooden door, a view stole her breath. Heather was kneeling with a baby in her arms. Mary's hair stood on end as she heard the shrill cry of the baby cut short. The little girl's body was placed in a summoning circle between the candles, her face turned away from Mary. No one knew of Mary's presence, or suspected Heather like Mary had. She was a lone witness to this atrocity. As Heather started to do her ritual, Mary backed towards the village. The judge would believe her. It was his daughter that had just had her neck twisted after all. Bang, bang, her fist slammed in a staccato rhythm upon the judge's manor door. The door creaked open. The wife stood there in her evening dress, a puzzled look on her face. Mary, what are you doing here? Your daughter. What about Constance? She seemed concerned, but not overly so. Heather has her. Of course, she's nannying her. She has her in the woods. She killed her. Mary yelled, leaning against the door frame. Behind the judge's wife, emerging from the dark, Heather appeared, cradling the small, breathing form of Constance. No. What? Mary stammered. The crooked grin on Heather's face told her all she needed to know. Nothing she had seen was real. Nothing was sacred to Heather. Mary was left with no way to prove the witchcraft. From now on, you will leave me alone. The words rang in Mary's head. A shiver raced up her spine, dripping in sweat. The threat was left unsaid, implied, unnecessary, fatal. I like that. That's a fun little witchy horror. Is that all? Yep, we only have 3. I'm going to stop sharing here. Oops. All right. I don't know how to decide. Sam decided Laura wins. Well, Sako said that she did not want to be a part of it since she hosted, and so did Sam. So it does mean that Laura wins. So congratulations, Laura. I'm honestly really glad because that makes my decision making a little bit easier. And Laura, let's see here. Oops. Laura would like her website promoted. lauranettles.com. And I guess I don't remember how we're doing this, Sam. Are we compiling all of this later, or I can put it in the description? Oh, I'm shaking my camera. All right. Well, I'm not really sure. So Laura, I'm going to put your website in. Oh, you can put description or just mesh. Okay. I will do both. Congratulations, Laura. Yay! Do we all have fun tonight? Everybody give Sam a very big thank you for coordinating all of this, and this was amazing. If you are looking for the schedule, I know Sam has been putting it in her Instagram for upcoming schedule and who's going live when and on what channel. And so I will link that as well. And I don't remember when I come back. I think it's a couple weeks from now is when I'm hosting. Everybody say hi to my cat Binks. It's real original. I have a black cat named Binks. Yeah. Any other words of wisdom from anybody? Otherwise, I will do my outro and I will see you guys next time. All right. Well, again, 21st. That's what I thought. Okay. Cattail in my face. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me and thank you for submitting. And this was so much fun and I can't wait to do it again. And hopefully I can get to everybody else's lives here soon because I have been crazy busy. But I think my schedule is going to slow down for me. So I will see you all next time. Yeah. Also down in the description, you can find Sako's links and where you can find her. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.